Number 3, what skill would you look for, or what skill would a local business look for in an effective social media manager? So, some of the skills I just listed them out, then I'll explain. You would want to have someone who's very diligent in what they do. You don't want typos on a simple post. You don't want to quote and you find out that it's not even a real quote and it doesn't make sense and it has nothing to do with your brand. You want someone who is punctual. 3, because people who show up late, people who are late usually do everything that way. How you do one thing is how you do all. I am a firm believer in that. So if you can't show up on time, you have a job on the internet. If you can't even open your phone on time, if you can't answer this call in an according manner, like, you're going to struggle in a lot of different things, from scheduling posts to meeting with clients to actually showing up to any prospecting calls to onboarding people. You're going to have a lot of problems if you have a social media manager who is not punctual. That's very big. Discipline would have to be number 4, in my opinion, because you need to be consistent. So many people start posting, and not even just for themselves. People can get discouraged posting for others. So, for example, I can be managing, let's say there's a local person or my neighbor, he bought a Chick-fil-A one city over. I'm like, okay, I'll do the social media for you. It's Chick-fil-A, so they may not need that much help because it's a very established brand, similar to how Starbucks does marketing. But Chick-fil-A isn't Starbucks, so they can still benefit. So let's say I'm posting for a month and nobody's liking anything, nobody's commenting a word. I might be getting 67 views. A lot of people will let that discourage them, and they don't understand that it takes as long as it takes. But the only way you get there is measuring the data. If you can't measure the data, you can't really have an effective social media strategy. If you're only going to post for 2 weeks, 14 days, and then quit, call it quit because nothing went viral, you are not going to make it. That's a very big thing. You're not going to make it. And that's what separates the winners from the people who struggle on social media, from the people who just stop as soon as they start. And these two are kind of somewhat one and the same. Let me see. So some other things you would like, if you're going to be doing like someone who focuses on graphic design, you're going to want someone who has a nice attention to detail, because you don't want too much repetitive colors. You don't want them not to incorporate your brand colors at all. But at the same time, if you do have your brand colors in it, you want it to make sense. It still needs to look nice. You still need some white space. Even you still just need that little, what do you want to call it? The jazz, the touch, the X factor, the it factor. You still need that on your post. You still need that on your entire page, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok shop. It doesn't matter. Pinterest, it doesn't matter. You need to have that pop factor. And if somebody can't even like say this looks good from this looks bad, from everybody's doing this to this never worked, let's keep doing it. If people can't make these lines and delineate on where they should go with a direction for your business, that's not going to be a good social media manager for you. But on that point, we'll move to the next.